10 things you cannot do in North Korea. The world is growing increasingly interested in North Korea. Its leader and government continuously try to protect the nation from outside influences by, for example, not allowing certain hairstyles or clothes. North Korea is a mythical country, meaning that due to the lack of information, a lot of myths have been created about it. However, some of them eventually turned out to be true. Welcome to our channel. We bring you educative content in the most interesting and attractively visual way possible. Make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on our videos. Known to be the world's most secretive state, North Korea has some terrible laws. Terrible would be an understatement, as it takes away the basic rights of its people and forces some bizarre totalitarian rules on them. Here are 10 things that will get you in trouble in the state-run country if you ever dare to do them. Number 1. Don't criticize the country or its leaders. Avoid criticizing the country, the leaders, or the citizens. Questioning the government or saying any negative remark about the ruling family will be interpreted as a sign of disrespect. Worse, any jokes or insults about North Korean leadership may have you charged with treason, or even punished by the 3 generations of punishment rule. This means if one person is found guilty of a crime and sent to a prison camp, so too will the entire family, and the subsequent 2 generations born at the camp must remain there for life. Visitors are expected to show the same reverence as the locals, which means that you shouldn't take selfies doing the peace sign in front of any monument or fold a newspaper with the face of Kim Jong-un on it. Number 2. Don't mention or practice your religion. Freedom of religion in North Korea is nearly non-existent. It is officially an atheist state, and government policy continues to interfere with individuals' ability to practice a religion, even though the constitution guarantees freedom of religious beliefs. The regime continues to repress the religious activities of any kind. Take care not to speak about any religious beliefs or demonstrate your faith by handing out religious materials to anyone in DPRK. Christianity, for example, is prohibited to the point where being caught with the Bible means that you will face imprisonment, torture, or execution. By contrast, past and current leaders are elevated to godlike status in North Korea. Number 3. Americans are banned. Since 1st September 2017, the United States Department of State has prohibited the use of US passports, except those with a special validation for travel to North Korea, arguing that US citizens have been subject to arrest and long-term detention for actions that would not otherwise be a cause for arrest in the United States or other countries. The US Department of State also states that it has received reports of North Korean authorities detaining US citizens without charges and not allowing them to depart the country. North Korea has detained US citizens who were part of the organized tours. Individuals cannot use a US passport to travel to, in or through North Korea without a special validation from the Department of State. Special validations are granted only if it is the US national interest to do so. Tourists are considered to be participating in activities at their own risk. Number 4. No vacations allowed. The North Korean government strictly monitors the activities of foreign visitors. Aid workers are subjected to considerable scrutiny, and they are also excluded from places and regions which the government does not want them to enter. Since citizens cannot freely leave the country, North Korean citizens usually cannot freely travel around the country, let alone travel abroad. Immigration are strictly controlled. This is because the North Korean government treats immigrants from the country as defectors. Much like in other Soviet socialist or Eastern Bloc countries, North Koreans can travel abroad with permissions from the government. Number 5. Don't carry banned items into the country. Tourists cannot bring the following items into the DPRK: stand-alone GPS devices, pornography, drones, magazines, newspapers, religious texts, or any print or digital resources about North Korea or South Korea. Take note that if you do bring your mobile phone, you cannot make any international calls in North Korea. Surprisingly, blue jeans aren't allowed into the country either. Denim jeans, which were invented by Jacob Davis and Levi Strauss in 1833, are considered to be a symbol of capitalist America. You can still wear black jeans, but you will be asked to change into more appropriate clothing when visiting the status of Kim II Sung and Kim Jong II. Number 6. No random hairstyles. Yes, you've heard that right. The North Korean government has 28 official hairstyles approved, and all men and women in the country have to follow the same hairstyles as other hairstyles are banned. Spiked hair are exclusively banned because the government thinks it's rebellious. North Korean men are expected to have short hair. Growing your hair long, growing a beard, or having stubble on your face is viewed as being lazy or homeless by the Koreans. There are different styles of short hair to have, with exact number of hairstyles a barbershop can only do within the country. Number 7. Owning a home in North Korea is illegal. The North Korean law makes it quite clear it is illegal in North Korea to buy, sell, and rent out houses. It is theoretically possible to swap houses within one jurisdiction, but it is still illegal if such an exchange is made to gain any kind of financial advantage for either side. Technically, North Koreans have no property rights with respect to their dwellings, but they have residency rights confirmed by a document known as an ipsachum, a proof of having moved in, issued by municipal governments. There are 8 rules that users of housing in North Korea must follow after receiving a permit. These rules include prohibitions against damaging any of the items inside the houses and handing over the house to another party without permission. People who violate the rules face punishment. Number 8. No free access to international television and internet. North Korea has not fully adopted mainstream internet technology due to its isolationist policies. Someone wanting a phone installed must fill out a form indicating their rank, why he or she wants a phone, and how he or she will pay for it. Most of these are installed in government offices, collective farms, and state-owned enterprises, with only perhaps 10% controlled by individuals or households. Broadcasting in North Korea is tightly controlled by the state and is used as a propaganda arm of the ruling Korean Workers' Party. There are 3 channels in Pyongyang, but only 1 channel in other cities. Imported Japanese-made color televisions have a North Korean brand name superimposed, but 19-inch black and white sets have been produced locally since 1980. Number 9. Foreign currency is not allowed. North Korea has banned the use of foreign currency in local markets to force people to use the untrusted domestic won in an attempt to acquire much-needed US dollars and Chinese yuan from the people. Sources in the country told RFA, North Korean won are intended exclusively for North Korean citizens, and the Bank of Trade issued a separate currency or foreign exchange certificate for visitors like many other socialist states. Number 10. Birth control is banned. Birth control is banned in North Korea as Kim Jong-un attempts to create a bigger population of socialist workers, but the Korean people are desperate to get their hands on condoms. Smugglers cash in by selling condoms to prostitutes to prevent pregnancy and the spread of sexual diseases. North Korean authorities have issued a directive ban on medical professionals from performing birth control procedures and abortions in an effort to reverse the isolated country's falling birth rate. The new policy says that birth control procedures are illegal, and gynecologists who implant birth control devices in their patients will be punished by law. Which of these rules is the most crazy to you? Let us know in the comment section down below, and if you have any suggestions, feel free to let us know in the comment section down below. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of such videos. Also give this video a big thumbs up. See you in our next video.